Hey, Max.
Hey, Jonathan.
Oh. Well, today on Hot Button, we're talking about pranks. Now, we went to Facebook and Twitter and asked you guys what some good prank ideas are, and we're going to start off with Yun, and he's a youth pastor, so obviously he'll have lots of good ideas. One day he mentioned he came into the office, and absolutely everything in his office was covered in tin foil, which would have been quite shiny. And then at a summer camp, he had taken all the kids from their cabin and carried them outside, which I have no idea how you could have done that, because when you waking up, and then the one he really wants to try, he mentioned on Facebook, was putting saran wrap on the door and having somebody walk into it, though it might break.
Never thought of that one.
And Michelle Dirksen said she was very happy that her roommate only turned all of her clothes inside out after she replaced her roommate's toothpaste with soap.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's just mean.
But wouldn't soap clean your teeth anyway?
Yeah,
flavor would leave a little
taste,
bit.
Yeah,
Well,
no, can't imagine.
Speaking of toothpaste, sorry to interrupt. Melissa Chartrand, she also mentioned the idea of replacing the icing in Oreo cookies with toothpaste.
Oh, jeez.
Which would be awful. Could you imagine biting into that?
Minty fresh Oreos.
Yeah. Now, Brad, would you call yourself a prankster? What kind of pranks have you kind of done? What's one example?
Lately, not too many. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but when I was a kid, I was a huge prankster. And I always, I don't know why, but I always seem to go after my mom with my pranks. Whether it be the whoopee cushion, the classic whoopee cushion, or the dog do, or fart powder in food. Yeah.
Kirk, what about you?
I wasn't that mean to family members. I chose to pick on buddies. And in university, a buddy had an old car. We thought it'd be a great idea after a big snowstorm to bury it completely in snow. And he had to leave the next day, so we had to, the very next day, dig out all this heavy wet snow from on top of this guy's car. So,
Golly.
That's mean.
you know,
That's just mean.
we punked somebody, but then we in turn punked ourselves.
Max, how about you?
Well, I'm a vegetarian living at a cattle ranch, so in order to protect the cheesecake the other day, they put a thick slab of bacon over it. And then I got back at them by taking out all the toilet paper out of the washroom and replacing it with a roll of duct tape.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, what are prank ethics? I mean, I personally am not a prankster. I don't like pranks. You know, like, what are the limits? And Yun, he mentioned that you got to choose your targets carefully, which is what Michelle agrees with. Rachel Wagner, she just flat out says, you know, I don't like them. They don't make me feel loved. Max, what's your take on that?
I think it's got to do with what type of prank it is. Like the pranks that are really annoying to deal with, like if someone lets the air out of your tires or something like that, that's annoying and it's not that funny. But like I think the bacon over the cheesecake example was funny because it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it's funny, but it's not annoying. I think it's got to do whether it's clever or just stupid.
And it's who you do the prank to,
Yeah.
right? You don't want to do the prank to the wrong person, because that could ultimately backfire in tears or a slap to the face. Exactly.
I have a little formula I came up with as I was thinking about this, and it's a case of if the time it takes to undo the prank is greater than the time it takes to do the prank, it's a bad prank. And there are some people who don't quite understand that. But unfortunately, we've run out of time. If you feel like pranking us on Facebook or Twitter, I guess I'll take any communication we can get because it's a bit quiet out there. So please feel free to get in touch with us and tell us about what your favorite pranks are or how you feel about pranks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.